Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another WWE Elite review. Today I'll be looking at the Wrestlemania Elite Build-A-Figure Vince McMahon Series, Shawn Michaels. On the side of the box you see an image of HBK. Then on the back you see another image, a brief bio, career highlights, a description of this figure, the Build-A-Figure pieces that are included, and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Alright, so that was the box. Let's not waste any more time, otherwise Shawn might lose his smile again. And let's open this up and take a closer look at Shawn Michaels. Alright, and here we have the Heartbreak Kid out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's look at the accessories that it comes with. Alright, so this figure does come with the Vince McMahon arms, and in addition to the arms, he also comes with some open hands. And the skin tones do not match, so that's a little bit annoying, but not the biggest deal in the world. It also comes with an old school microphone, so that's pretty cool. And then Shawn Michaels does come with interchangeable gripping hands. Kinda sucks that these are the only hands he comes with, because he really should have come with some fisted hands so you could properly do the Shawn Michaels pose. And then he comes with his entrance vest, which is a soft goods material, and this looks really nice. The detailing looks really good, the printing looks really well done all over. Got some more of that design on the back. So a really nice piece here. Then you've got the straps on the side, so that looks really good, and then you can take this off pretty easily. Alright, and then taking a look at the head sculpt, and I'm not really happy with this choice that Mattel made. Now, before I get into that, the painting looks decent enough as far as there aren't really any QC issues. It's not sloppy, the eyebrows are painted well enough, so are the eyes and the beard. Right here, the lips look pretty decent. And then you've got your hair sculpt here, which is in one solid paint color. So, overall, I think the head sculpt would look passable if this was 10 years ago. The problem is, Mattel has used this head sculpt since the beginning of their toy line. They have reused the Shawn Michaels head sculpt over and over and over again. Now, I wouldn't have that big of an issue with it because they have done this before where they have reused old head scans but have upgraded them with the TrueFX printing. This one doesn't look like they did that. The box claims that there is TrueFX printing, but it really doesn't look like they updated this head scan in any way with upgraded paint. In fact, I have a DX Shawn Michaels right here. Now this is the Walgreens exclusive Shawn Michaels. I did swap the head with a basic DX head scan. And as you can see, there really isn't that much of a difference. Yeah, sure, the beard is a little more pronounced on the DX version, but really the new Shawn Michaels, reusing the head, doesn't look any better. Like, I don't know, is it just me? I really can't tell that they used the TrueFX printing. So really, really disappointing that Mattel went kinda lazy with this. And the thing is, they really didn't need to make a new head sculpt. We got a pretty good one with the basic Series 100 Shawn Michaels. And the thing that's baffling is that they never reused that. It was only released as of this recording once with that figure, and they could have easily have used that with this release. And here's a side-by-side comparison with those two head sculpts, and yeah, you can tell the difference between the quality of the two. So that's really disappointing. Then taking a look at the body, it's the same body that we have seen with pretty much every single HBK figure. Would have been nice to have some painted chest hair, but seems like most of them don't have that. We do get these nice double jointed elbows, so that's a nice upgrade. And then looking at the left arm, we get the Shawn Michaels tattoo. However, they didn't include any additional paint, it's just in black. So here I've got my Ghostbusters HBK. That one has paint in it with green and red. Then look at that Walgreens DX HBK. That one's also painted in, so another lazy part here with this figure. What doesn't appear lazy is the paintwork on the pants. So a lot of paint went into the design of the pants, so that looks really nice. Little bit of sloppiness here on the belt buckle, but overall looks like it's pretty good here near the waist. Looks pretty clean for the most part. You will see some smudges here or there, but it's nothing too egregious. HBK logo looks really good there. Look at the legs, really well done. Got the cross here, so pretty much clean line work for the most part. Like, look at the other legs, so that looks really nice as well. And look at the bottom of the pants, that looks really nice. Boots look really good. So it looks like all the cost of the paint went into the legs, and they decided to skimp out on this tattoo, so that's kind of annoying. Alright, then going over the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. It does not move up at all because of the hair. It looks slightly down, so it is very limited there. Can turn side to side, doesn't really tilt, so limited range on the head scan. Shoulder goes that high up, rotates all the way around, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, so that is really cool. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. Ab crunch, she goes that far forward, that far back, waist swivel. Legs go that far out, so perfect for posing the sweet chin music. It goes that high up, so great range of motion. Thigh cut, double jointed knees. And then he does have a swivel here. Ankle pivots, and then the ankle goes that high up. And not really far down, but that is because of the plastic down here at the bottom of the pants. Alright, so I don't have very many HBK figures from this era, but here is the new WrestleMania Elite Shawn Michaels next to the Walgreens DX Shawn Michaels with the swapped head. And as you can see, there's barely a difference with the head scans. Here he is next to the Ghostbusters Shawn Michaels with the basic Series 100 head sculpt. Here's the WrestleMania Elite Shawn Michaels with the Series 100 head sculpt, and it looks much better in my opinion. And then finally, here he is next to the Undertaker wearing similar gear to that retirement match that Shawn Michaels was in, because I refuse to acknowledge any other match that happened afterwards. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the new WrestleMania Elite Series Shawn Michaels? Honestly, I have mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, I'm glad that we have an HBK from this era because it seems like a lot of the recent Shawn figures in the last few years have been more focused on the 90s part of his career, so we got a lot of Attitude Era and New Generation figures. Not so many from this time period. So it's nice to finally have a new one, especially one that depicts his retirement match, because again, I refuse to acknowledge any matches that happened afterwards. So in my opinion, this is his final match. And he has double jointed elbows, so that's really cool. But the use of this head sculpt is really disappointing. To me, it feels really lazy. You can't really even use the excuse that, well, they didn't want to use a new head sculpt. They were trying to save on money. They could have easily reused Series 100. Not sure why they didn't go with that one. And then the tattoo isn't even fully painted. And then on top of that, he doesn't have fisted hands. So it makes this pose not look perfect. And I know some people may not care about the fisted hands and they're okay with posing him like this. But to me, it's just another gripe to add to the list of issues with this figure. So by no means do I think this is the worst Shawn Michaels figure. It leaves me feeling disappointed that this could have been much better, and yet Mattel didn't really fully deliver with this figure. So I think if you're a fan of the Heartbreak Kid, you should pick it up. Otherwise, if you're not the biggest fan, then I can see you skipping out on this. Otherwise, if you're willing to swap the head with the Series 100 and you have that figure, I think that would improve the look of this figure, which to be honest, I'm probably going to end up doing that with this figure and just swapping the heads. So if you haven't done so already, like this video and subscribe. If you want a chance to get a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below just like MWE Live. They said Mattel should make WWE figure stands to hold the figure, and yeah, I think they should. I think in the past we had some figure stands. I know at some of the showdowns, 2-packs, we're getting some sort of stands with that, but I think that's as best as we're gonna get in the near future. Follow me on social media so you can be up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.